What is up, Detroit Pistons fans? So, as you can tell by the title, yes, I believe Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin are a championship caliber front court, but they need more help, and there's certain things on this team that need to improve if this tandem is going to carry the Pistons home. And I'm going to show you the ways that they can improve in this video, and the way the players around them can improve. So a quick little recap before we begin is, so we know that Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin's production stacks up really well with the last 20 championship front courts. And we also now know that Drummond and Griffin, they're fine against elite competition. We also know that Drummond's production does not grow on trees, and Blake Griffin does make players around him better. Here's the Pistons team stats for the 2018-19 season. So we can see that in terms of offense, they have work to do. They're honestly an alright defensive team. They defend the three-pointer really well, at least according to the box score stats. But offensively, they just have so much work to do. Their field goal percentage is not very good, and their three-point shooting was not that great this season either. They just need to improve offensively primarily. Defensively, the field goal percentage is a tad high, as we only ranked 24th in opponent field goal percentage. But again, they defended the three really well. Offensively speaking is where the improvement needs to be at. Whether it's just getting more shooters or players taking better shots or something like that. Here's what the production of 4 of the 5 assumed to be starters for the 2019-2020 season. I put in bold the numbers that I personally believe need improvement for this team to improve offensively specifically. So Griffin, I think his production's just fine where it's at. Does a good job carrying the load offensively for the most part. Drummond's production was really good, but might want to get those assists and get those points up just a little bit, and maybe even that field goal percentage. Now, Kennard, we need to see big steps out of Kennard this season, and I'm going to show you where the production can get up to if things all go right for next season in the next slide. Then Reggie Jackson, I think we got to get that field goal percentage up for sure. And the assists definitely got to get up, and the points per game, they don't need to go up a bunch, just a little bit. So yeah, now I'm going to show you where I think we need to get the production. Now, I did increase Blake Griffin's steals per game from 0.7 to 1 steal a game because his production on the defensive end definitely could use a little bit of work. And it's not unrealistic. Blake Griffin has averaged over a steal a game before in his career, so why couldn't he do it this season? We'll see about that. But for Drummond, we got to get that production to about 18.5 points per game and 2 assists per game. And maybe even a 54% field goal percentage, which is just a slight increase. The 2 assists per game is not unrealistic because Drummond's done it before. He's averaged 3 assists a game in a season. But with the 18.5 points per game, it's like 1 extra basket, 1 extra made free throw, just something like that, you know? And for Kennard, will he take that? That's a pretty big step for him to take to average 15.5 points per game from 9.7 points per game. I mean, it's possible. He performed really, really well in the playoffs. Well, maybe not really, really well, but he performed well. And if he can carry that over into this upcoming season, then that will definitely help this Pistons offense out a lot, and it'll give us more shooting. Then for Reggie Jackson averaged 18 points a game in the year we made the playoffs, and we need to see that Reggie Jackson. I mean, I don't have him getting all the way back to those numbers, but 16 points per game and 5.5 assists. Very doable, in my opinion. And just a slight increase in his field goal percentage again. Take the same amount of shots, just make one more of those shots, I guess. But, yeah, this is where I think the production needs to get up to if this tandem can be a championship front court. So I'm going to ride this tandem to the end until either Drummond leaves the team or Griffin leaves the team, or potentially both. I believe this I believe Andre Drummond and Griffin can bring us a championship. Will they? I have no idea. But they absolutely are capable of doing it. You know, they just need elite guard play. With Andre Drummond, you know, he's just in his own head. Like, especially in Game 3 of the Bucks series. Drummond got into his own head after so long. Like, he was struggling, and he just got into his own head, and then the fans started booing him, and then he just got more into his own head. With Andre Drummond, it's all mental. I mean, it's fortunate that after all this time, that's by far the only thing holding him back. Like, I wish it was something else holding him back, honestly, but it's all just the mental side of it for him right now. Hopefully, he keeps working on that, and eventually he can get out of his mental slumps, I guess. If you miss a shot, Andre, guess what? Blake Griffin misses shots. Reggie Jackson misses shots. It happens. It happens. Everyone misses a shot. Steph Curry misses shots. Larry Bird missed a shot. Michael Jordan missed a shot. Don't get so down on yourself, dude. You're not watching this, and you never will, but just don't get so down on yourself. And the sky will be the limit for you. Yeah, I think that will be all for this video, and that will wrap this series up. Do you guys agree or disagree with this video? Do you think Kennard can take a big step forward this upcoming season? Do you even agree that he would even start? Are there any other improvements that you think we need to see out of the team? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, DSA members in the description. Please, please, please go check them all out. Yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed.